I'm Courtney Layton, and today I'm at A Time for Science learning about what they have to offer. I'm Courtney Layton here with Executive Director Emily Jarvis of A Time for Science. So can you tell me about your business?
Oh, yeah. So we are a science education organization. We recently partnered with the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences. That partnership has helped us bring amazing exhibits and museum space to the community here in Eastern North Carolina. But A Time for Science for years has been offering high-quality, science-based programming for people of all ages, from school field trips that come out to see us as young as preschool, kindergarten, all the way up to learners that are 99 years old wanting to learn about the stars. We have something for everyone.
Yeah. So how did you hear about the Sandbox from WNCT?
Well, actually, it kind of went the other way around. We have had some folks from, I believe, geology at ECU that came out for an event a couple of years in a row, and they brought this amazing sandbox. And we saw how much it engaged the visitors and how much people loved it. I mean, there was a crowd constantly. So when WNCT came and asked, what can we help you with? How can we help the education that's happening in your space? We thought, oh my gosh, can you make us a sandbox? So that is how we learned about it. And we certainly are going to use it every day just for walk-on visitors, but we'll also use it in special programming.
So now you're very excited about it, and you guys have it. So how do you think it will affect your business?
So already we've had it for less than 24 hours. It has been our most popular spot in the museum today, I will tell you. We're very excited because what it it allows people to come in and actually get their hands in the dirt. They get to use their hands to manipulate geologic formations. So they can create mountains, valleys, river deltas, and floodplains. And they can make rain by wiggling their fingers. It creates the rain, and you can watch how water flows and how it collects in these riverbeds. And it is really amazing and really teaches people in a very interactive way about rainwater runoff. But we'll also use it to teach about erosion, conservation, hydrology. There are so many things that we'll be able to use this for.
So if there's so much that you can use it for, what do you think your target audience will be for that?
So with this sandbox, it is not when you hear the word sandbox, you think kids playing in the sand. This is a very high-tech piece of equipment, and it is a learning tool. So it is not the type of sandbox that we want to bring the little kids in to dig their hands in. We have decided that we will be putting some element in that same room for the little kids, so they have something to occupy themselves and learn. But this is more for kids that, number one, can reach over and see the sand, so that might cut off 2- and 3-year-olds. But these are for learners of all ages. So we are teaching, my first grader loves to create mountains, make rain, and watch how the water flows off into the river valleys. So really learners of all ages. We've had adults. I mean, I had to get my employee that works the front desk to get back to the front desk because he was playing in the sandbox, learning about all of these things and loving it.
Yeah.
So we really are looking to educate folks of all ages, but it probably is not something that is meant for the younger children.
Right. Well, I will say I'm 22, and as soon as I found out we had it, I got a text, and all it said was Sandbox. I went running, and I think I was in there for 10 minutes, because it really is interesting to look at, and I had to have it explained to me, but once it was explained, I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen, ever. I mean, I just thought it was so interesting.
And one of the things that we have liked to challenge some of the folks that came in, we talk about the topography of our state of North Carolina. Yeah. So if this is the west and this is the east, can you create North Carolina? So, we had a second grader in here earlier, and he created mountains and then had the level go down lower and then lower to the coast. So it was really incredible to watch.
Yeah.
It's a really fun tool.
So besides that, what do you think your biggest attraction is in here, besides this now?
Oh my gosh, people love the pirate ship and love learning about the science behind pirates because we are in Greenville, North Carolina. But I would say the other the place people like to come and stay for a long period of time is the micro eye back in the Naturalist Center. Mm-hmm. We've got a microscope that is for anybody. It takes away that element of having to get your eye on a microscope. You do all of the focusing and zooming with your hand, and it goes up on a big screen. Wow. So it's very easy to use, and we've got lots of specimens back there for people to explore on a microscopic level. And I mean, this world around us is really awesome, but when you are able to delve down into what it looks like on a microscopic level, that's a whole new world, right?
Yeah.
So kids and adults alike love that microscope.
So what made you want to get into this? What made you want to become the executive director? Were you like a big science person when you were in school, or?
Well, you know, I was a teacher for a few years, and that with my combo of loving my community and really wanting to be a part of building a place that creates, you know, opportunities for families and people of all ages in, you know, my town was a big deal. But, you know, the Brays, the founders of this organization, when they interviewed me for this position back in 2013, I walked away and said, I've got to do this job.
Yeah.
I've got to do it. It was such a unique opportunity, and to be a part of something that has grown and has just turned into what it is today has been incredible.
Do you guys have any big plans or exciting plans for Earth Day since it's coming up?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked. We are having an Earth Day event at our Continia Creek location. It will include, we have a bluegrass band. It's a Wildwood string band. They are amazing. They'll be playing out there. We have a nature playscape. We have guided trail hikes. We'll have free kayaking. There will be a couple of food trucks out there, so if you came and got hungry, you'd have a place to go. But we have all sorts of hands-on activities and stuff happening out there, and it is totally free. So we are really excited and hope that people come out.